Video. So today we're on the London SMP. So here we got a couple backpacks. I think today we're gonna try the backpack with the bees. But we also got a few things. We got catalogs, we got coins, we got a whole bunch, actually quite a few stuff. So we're gonna take a few things out of our inventory. And just kind of look around. So basically what we have on the ground here is just things. So you click it on the ground. Tell you like stuff that you can do. You can do blueprints, furniture, blocks, vehicles, pets, and coin trades. So anything you want, you can kind of do. So even if you hit blocks, it'll ask, what do you really need? So basically, you can add anything from all these different types of different, like little surprises and stuff like that. Now, it did close out the menu, but if you do need other things, we also have pets here, dogs, we could do cats, sort of thing. You can always hit the back button, and it should take you back to the main, which has all the stuff. Now, we do have also like furniture, mats and lighting, and we even have outdoor furniture, which is actually really kind of cute because we're currently in another area where it is. So we got outdoor chairs, we got fireplace, flower beds, hot tubs, picnic baskets, and a whole lot of yards for everything else. And also too, they have like outdoor flamingos, hanging chairs, even like torches. So what we could do is and over here we do have a camping area. So we actually have this little dock I made. We got our little like tent things right here. I also made a nice one little cabin here for random people. Of course, there is a path that comes out and everything else. And we also have in the background a big watchtower for fires, stuff like that. So I just kind of thought I'd throw it all together. But I was thinking is expanding out a few of these areas to make more room for things. So say if we were going to make this here. So basically, we'll go back to furniture, and we're going to go down, and we're going to hit outdoor. So we're going to go with the large barbecue, and you could actually select what you want. So if we do this, and we were going to make this, say, camping, or we could put like that right here, which is a huge, awful pink barbecue. Anyway, so... Actually, there is a tool you can use, and you can select multiple colors. I'm pretty sure that you can get into it. So, let's go over here. Go back to furniture. We're gonna go back to the outdoor furniture. Fire pits. Hit one fire pit. And what does this fire pit look like? Well, this. This is a fire pit. So it can be lit, stuff like that. Now I just used a regular vanilla fireplace. Now where did I put it? Over here. And so I mean it's pre-lit, and I just put some logs around it. That's pretty simple. You could do that. With this odd, you could actually put the fireplace that we have here a little more like fancy, I guess you could say, to adding a little bit more touch. So you could keep going. Like, honestly, if you want to put a whole bunch of stuff, you could do that. Like, it's up to you how you want to do it. So we also have outdoor chairs. Now, I was thinking, not 20, not 10. Okay, we'll go with 7. I'm going to go put one here, put one here, put one here, and then put one right here, because you don't want it too close if you were going to be lining up like a fire pit. So you can actually sit on these. So you can sit and actually you could like pretending like you're actually there and actually having yourself like a little conversation with friends, whatever. Now all this is also available, so if you do want to come on around like this road, just come to the coordinates here. Set up a little account. Now I was thinking like today is another thing I thought about doing. It's adding some more areas that we could actually do. Now, since this barbecue is unfortunately a very awful color, I have to find my picture. There it is, right here. I think you can change. Okay, change color. So you could pick multiple colors. So say if you're the blue dude, there you go. Blue barbecue. That's cool. So you could pick any of these. So even if these chairs are off, you could actually just change the color. Turn it to white if you want. If you just like white, go white. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, you know? There you go. So yeah, it's very simple, really easy to use. I like the blue barbecue actually. That's really sharp. Oops. But yeah, so that's how that part of our tool system works. If you do happen to come in around, I'd be happy to set you up with some stuff, some furniture, and a color changer tool so you can come in and enjoy that as well. I do come in off and on. I'm mostly, unfortunately, in Eastern time zone, so I am more of an early morning kind of evening between 7 and 9 kind of person. So if you do happen to come in, I will actually make a little area and leave your name, and then I will actually end your course to your base, and I will actually drop some stuff off if you just give me some stuff you want to actually need. So, but yeah, so this is basically we have a city mod on it currently. So we have that, and we actually have this guy here. So he is a trader, really simple trade. He has multiple things. So, like, if you have any of this stuff, you can just kind of like when I ate out first off, this is good. Okay, what does there say open? Weird. So you need any of this stuff. Like, they're willing to trade you out for that. So for coal and charcoal, you get 2 diamonds. But then for 12 diamonds, you get 12 golden apple. Well, I mean, that's a fair trade considering you'd have to go through the price and stuff. But if you do happen to have 9 diamonds and 2 blocks of gold, then you get 2 netherite. So, I mean, it'd be a bit of an upgrade for your stuff. Same with foods. Also here, you got like this. This one here, the fact is... Ooh, this one has breaking 1. This one has fortune 3, efficiency 2. Actually, you know what? He has some darn good deals. I'm actually want to go for this one stuff. We're just going to go in here. We're going to slip into our inventory. We're just going to go block of iron. We're just going to empty some of this stuff. And we're going to go over here. Make him go crazy. Would you like some of my money? Thank you. Yeah. You could just spam it, like, honestly, like, if you want to get almost all of them, yeah. So, they should all be the same thing, yeah. So, that's a good thing to know. So if you find these guys, you have any of the stuff that he has, so that he needs, yeah, he'd be willing to help you out with some of that stuff. I'm just going to actually, just for the sake of it, since I am in creative, I'm just going to go over here and slip those things there. So yeah, that's the part of that. Now I will show you the watchtower that I made. It's got the flag, and of course it's got also the steps. Now there is a bit of like an apartment, well, not really an apartment, but place to stay inside. So if you want to take the job, yeah, please do. And now I'm going to add it so that when you come in, like, you can actually just enter through the side to come into this part of the base. So stuff like that. So yeah, and it's actually pretty cool because, like, actually, sit down. Okay, come in. You can hop in. I gotta do, like I said, I did a bit of changing and stuff like that because, like, I do have the stairs right here coming down. You got like the place. It'll be still out of the water and rain and stuff like that. I thought about making a couple levels, but I mean, if you want to come in and just do a little bit more work, maybe change where the entrance is, make this so you have more for when you're coming out here, you can actually just look in and whatever, whatnot. So we're just going to hop down and actually, is this the same guy or is this a new guy? Oh, no, it's a new guy. So yeah. Actually, I didn't check his trade on that one. Okay, so it seems like they mostly carry close to everything the same. Maybe not everything, and I also got a bit of a bridge I gotta work on. So, sorry, I gotta get it wrong. So yeah, just for the pass, if you want to kind of just check some of the stuff out, we got a little camping area. Got another bridge, so like it's actually got some really cool and insane kind of like stuff going on there. So I mean, there's lots of stuff going on in this realm, and basically you can follow any of these to like different areas. We got stuff that's going on here, and yes, so we do have a yellow chicken. I think it's actually its baby. I think it's its baby. That's your baby. Okay, what's it? Oh, it's a baby. Okay. There. Couple babies. There you go. Now, I didn't actually put like too many spots around here, and of course there is this here. We do have an awful lot of peace in this area. I actually had thought at one point of just like opening this out as well to a kind of like a camping thing, as to the fact that it has like a lot of stuff. And then yeah, you could also spend it to go around and look around. And then, like I said, if you just go out and do like small, quick like travel, like the other camping area is just right over here. So, I mean, it works out. I'm thinking about that. So we did do other upgrades as we were doing some other stuff on Realm. So basically, we're just gonna pop it over here. I'm gonna go down. And so this is basically like a national park thing. So like, you know, you could come in, you could do your own stuff like that. But we do ask that you be respectful on Sim, be thankful of other people and their spaces that they use. We also have our center here, Agent National Park, and like I got like these like made trees on here. Now I didn't quite finish in here, but I am did, so I did put some trees. And it's real. So yeah. And then we got, like, you can tell we have a different texture pack because, like, the sheep has its own, like, variant. There are a couple. There's also rams. And another one of these guys here. So we're just going to get up here. We're just going to go finish it. I know the lights are a little bit blinding. Oh, my eyes. My eyes. My eyes. No. And, but we're into this area. So even if you don't want to do any of the camping stuff, like we do have a lot of things. We got streets, we got cars, we got mansions, we got bulldozers, and the whole 9 yards. Like, you could choose most of these houses. It's for sure. Like, I mean, come on in, enjoy. We don't mind having a company here. We have like the fancy, the less fancy, the super fancy, the new. Like, it just feels like it goes on for a long time. And depending on your style, like, I mean, look at this. Like, we have something like this. This is one of the ones that was, like, put for that. And then we have, like, something that's super fancy. Like, we got this here. And there's so many varieties that, you know, you could choose something that it fits what you like, and all other things. So, I mean, yeah, like honestly, if I were not really thinking about it, I would think of this as like a parliament building or something like that. But I mean, that's just some of the stuff. And yeah, you can go ahead, explore, enjoy. We have this one here that was made, so it's more of like a fancier kind of stuff. Or maybe you like something super simple, like there's something like this, so that's nice. And we have things that are more like kind of business looking and stuff like that. So I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do believe, yes. Okay, so yeah, then it is right back to basically our city that I have built over. I don't know if anybody's seen that in a few of my old videos. And it has lots and lots of things that you could go in, check out, explore. We've got like kind of a thing right here I worked on for a long while. And so it's got like 2 nice big apartments, or perhaps you want something simple like this. There's has got a couple different floors on there. And there's lots. I mean, usually on this, and we really do not have no lack of space. I mean, honestly, there's lots of stuff. And also too, we got our, if you go this direction, we have our airport. Now I did not, yes, I understand, have jets put out, but basically has that set up so that when I do, we'll put some actual working planes and stuff like that onto that. We also got things like theaters. We also got like mall-based items and stuff like that. And it's all nicely connected, so like it's not like if you can't find it, whatever. I attempted to make my house. I disproportioned it, so I'm just gonna push away on that. Kind of an embarrassing story, but also I also have this here, and it's basically just a dragon coaster. This one's actually a bit of an older build. It's about a year now, I think. I do believe about a year now since I've done this one. So basically, dragon head, and you go in, and there's like a whole bunch of things. It's like a bunch of players playing Minecraft, and like basically you're just doing a dragon coaster through it, like to kind of simulate what it would have been. Stuff like that. Yeah, it was just thought it was a cool idea at the time. And also too, we got like food trucks. There's my very sad food truck I made. Embarrassing. But yeah, so it is a bit of a fun thing. We got like restaurants. We got the Panda. I think it was called the Panda. CityTel basically is City Telephone. Also, I showcased this one a little bit back, and that is my Hello Kitty land. I actually love Hello Kitty. And basically, this one I finished like a few months ago, but actually 1974 to 2025, yeah, she is up there now. She's 51. Older than me. And also too, we have our coffee shop. And also too, yes, we do have that. So if you want to come in, just joke around with that, that's fine. We actually do have them. I do believe the McDonald's mod on. And also too, I have this I made. It was kind of like to make it look like there's like abandoned buildings sometimes, or you know, the So there's no endless to say. Like, I mean, even if you don't want to do any of this stuff here, like, you honestly, if you just keep traveling, honestly, like, eventually you will hit there is nothing. But we do ask, like, there are tracks and stuff that you can. There's my bed I left out there by mistake. Please don't take out tracks and stuff like that. There is a working train system in this, but it does come down to, like I said, this here. But if you don't want to go that direction, there is lots of space. Like, you could come way, way this way. And there is like lots and lots and lots of. Why is there a random? Okay, interesting. Random tree in the middle of nowhere with a dude. Okay. Or just travel. Like, I honestly, I travel a lot in the game, so like, if I'm just traveling, I would just keep sailing, enjoying every inch of everything, just, you know, till I find something new that I want to do and stuff like that. So, actually, when I started kind of really playing on the realm, like, I kind of like used to travel a lot in survival and just kind of like get an idea and the feel of like where I want to really build, like, say a house or something like that. That was actually really fun. Then I started getting more into bigger building, like I was actually doing things like with like mass city building, which I just showed you part of that there. So it's all about the person, I think, at this point that you do stuff. See, you can have your own little island. Here, get the cords on this one. Make that your own little island. Put your own little house. And besides that, if you're worried about wood, look at this. Look. You got supplies. So you're never gonna worry about having something that you won't be able to. Now, this one does have a random build. Is it natural generated? I don't know what happened. Oh, it is weird. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. Like, sometimes we do change occasionally, like, some mods and stuff like that, but this seems like this is just like a really weird kind of thing. Okay, I'm just going around here. Look at this. There, random booty for you. I didn't know I even had this. It has like a downstairs. Okay, so it did have a downstairs. Okay, that's cool. That was weird. I thought for a second it looked like there was something like purple just standing there. We do have a lot of things that kind of like get put onto it. Like, I mean, honestly, it's almost like its own little island. So if you want to just take the island instead, like the other one, go for it. That's pretty cool. What's this? Okay. Small little chunk. I guess it was going to generate a thing, but in the end, it just didn't bother with it. And also, we got our lone little tree that must have been. So I think we were going to expand this way at one point, but we just didn't bother with that. But that's fine. We always look for expansions. We look for builders. Like, I build personally, so like I do a lot of that in my free time when I do get some free time, unfortunately. It's not easy for me as I've been very busy lately with different things. You can see what I meant by certain things kind of like being starting to gen and then it just stopped. So if you just like to kind of like look around or whatever, that's fine. And I think this is the start of our little area. There we go. So yeah, there we go. And right here by the national park. And that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, try not to get too close to it. Like, we don't want houses and stuff like that, like too close to everything. But if you want to build like further out, like I would, if I were to mean anything, just try to stay at that mark between the two biomes. So I kind of get a fear. Now we do have a lot of like those question blocks. I know it looks like litter, but we did have a couple tree mods on, and unfortunately, one of the side effects of it is litter, 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 litter. Oh well. So yeah, this is what is going on currently in Realm. like I said, we do have stuff. Now, I think I will show you one of the house things that you could do. So we're going to go down here. And we're going to hit our catalog. Just to get an idea of what we have. So if we go to, oh yes, blueprints. That's what you need. You can actually hit, I don't know what decorations does. Okay, so gardens, waters, patioes. Okay, all right. It's underneath mansions. You can pick what you want for a kind of thing. So like I would say this, like you could go brick and then just decorate it. It would just say we go to submit, right? Now if we were to go up, gives you kind of a scope of what it needs to build. It shows you what you did. Now, sometimes it might seem like it's not doing anything, but yeah, it does. It does work. So, if I were to do some type of like a brick thing, whatever, whatnot, I wouldn't actually have so like, because you need a lot of space to build these things. I think if you hit it, there we go. No, not that one. Now, if we hit remove, it will take out this whole corner. Now, we do have to kind of clear out a lot of this stuff. So if we were to do that, I would say we have a bulldozer. So if we hit this and everything else, we can actually enter into this. And if we come up. Now to work this, it's just simply just go something, just go like this. It does work. Now I don't want to get too close to this one. It does work, you just gotta kind of like, now it may seem like a weird control, but you know what, it does work really well. And you'll have to clear out quite a bit of space when it comes to stuff. After a bit, it will sense like kind of what you want. And it will start clearing out everything. So yeah, you have to make I will have to say this, a very, very huge area for this thing to be spawned in. So like you have to go through trees and whole 9 yards just to kind of make sure that it's flat enough for this magic. Now, the one thing you gotta be careful for is everything. So we're gonna I'll leave it up there for a minute. Now, I was just finished clearing some of this stuff, so we could kind of get an idea of like what kind of like mansion this will be. Because the one thing about the mansions is they take a huge section of land to spawn in. So if anything comes like in contact with that build, it will actually make it more of a problem when trying to spawn, because you will end up having like things like tree stumps and all that stuff poking through your home. And I don't know if you really like that sort of stuff. Actually, we do kind of... This is a baby. Oh, hi, little fella. What, you like me? I like you. But we also have the enchanted kind. Boo. So, yeah. It's just a word of thought, like, when it comes to... when doing any of these kind of builds and stuff like that, make sure you have a very huge area kind of cleared out, because they are not just a small little build. They take up quite a bit of, like I say, space and stuff like that. So if that space is not met, you're, like I said, you're going to have problems with things like branches and trees and all that stuff sticking up through the middle of your mansion. And I don't know. Did I just hear? Okay, I thought I heard a creeper explode. I'm in creative. Weird. There was nothing, but you heard that, didn't you? So I'm just going to finish this little area here, just to get you in the little heads up on this. I don't really want like things sticking up through the bottom of the mansion, then it's just going to feel like really off and stuff like that. But you can always check, make sure it has the perimeters up like I showed you. You see anything popping up in that, then I would suggest like immediately clearing that area out and really kind of getting some of that like sort of. So we're about done. No, just and just getting some of this stuff here. Now there may be a few small things that might still kind of pop through. I don't know, because they didn't get every little thing. That's one of the few things you have to do, is you kind of have to go around, check that all the trees and everything are cleared over, so that way you have your own like little space and stuff like that to kind of work with and stuff. So we're just gonna finish this tree chopping thing now. See, the bulldozer cannot reach up that high, so this is where a little bit of like manpower can get like the area kind of fixed up. So if you really want to make sure that you're really up there for space wise, yeah, just run it over. I mean, it's not gonna do that. And plus on two, depending where you're building, most of the bulldozers in that are like pretty much lying around. I'm going to take that up in a few and kind of put that away, but that way we can work with it. And there we go. I'm saying I don't like is when you have to kind of like see if there is like hidden blocks in behind, because sometimes they do hide inside the leaves and stuff like that. Especially some of the other. And I was actually just watching like some of the old plays of like YouTube about how a lot of it is kind of like changed over the years and stuff like that. So it was just kind of like nostalgic, because I remember, I think I started playing 1.4. Yeah, I think around 1.2, 1.4. So like that's still pretty early. I didn't really add anything onto my main YouTube account at the time. Like I was still trying to learn some different things in game. I guess I didn't really want to like put like more of like, I guess, my fails and stuff like that on YouTube and stuff like that at the time. But also too, my kids were quite young, so like I had like not as much free time as I do now, as my kids are more like growing up and stuff like that. So, and they have their own kind of like their own channels. And my daughter does her own kind of thing, but she does things like Roblox and stuff like that. She likes that. Sweet dance, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I think we should be okay. I think we'll place it about here. So if we do blueprints, mansions, what did I say? The brick. Oh, actually, you know what? Not that one. Remove that. It was not that one. What we wanted to do, blueprints, mansions, the brick mansion. But Instead of frame, we want it also decorated. Now we can spawn this thing. All right. So, yeah, that's actually pretty close to this one here, so that works out. Ooh, I'm a bit leggy here. All right, so it's mostly, well, okay, there's one tree. Like, honestly, I think you could come in and just chop it. Yeah, so you can go inside the frame. And just clear up any debris. Stuff like that. Like, whatever you don't want inside, like, your mansion, stuff like that. Now, I'm just making sure that it follows through so that way we don't have, like, problems, like, everything. And once it does, well, it does, like, fade out. Don't worry about that. So we'll take out this, take out this, this. Okay, I'm gonna get my tool here. Just trying to remember what was my removal tool. It's been a bit since I've done that. I've only shown, actually, with Agency Microsoft showed me the one time, and I actually forget which one was the removal tool. Because what we're going to have to do, you know what, we're just going to hoppity doodle into it, enter, and we're just going to turn around, and we're just going to park it down right here. There. There. Alright. Right here. There. So it's not inside our little frame here. Now, as you see, there is some brush and stuff like that that should be addressed before spawning anything else in. Because this would become your floor. Now, I don't think anybody wants to have any of this stuff inside there. I think. So, like I said, when you're spawning it out, just go inside the frame where normally your house is going to sit, and just do a tidy up, because that will make how your house is going to look feel different, stuff like that. So, got that there. Man, there's lots of litter and stuff like that. So, now you can move it if you want to, but I think that's actually a really good location currently. And we will set this. Now there is a set thing you could do, but we're not going to do that till we get this like kind of like more tidied out, because I don't want it to look silly and ridiculous. Everything else. So we're gonna everything. There we go. Now most of this litter and stuff will eventually kind of like fall and kind of like move away. There we go. It's one thing about having like this stuff. The stuff is that if you don't properly clean out like theirs, that's why I said you need to have like the proper tool to get that done. You're gonna have problems with how the house is gonna look and stuff like that. So I'm just making sure that it's extra clean in here so it doesn't look ridiculously stupid and stuff like that. I don't think all the trees should go, but at the same time, I don't want things like this kind of like littering up the inside of the building, stuff like that. Now, oh, okay, there's the reason why. Okay. That's why it's important to find all the blocks when you're kind of like mining and stuff like that. So, like, I mean, it's a cool way to kind of like see what you need for space. Of course, you don't want to be setting it with the person inside. It will cause them to like stuff like that. And you don't want them to be kind of like stuck in the middle of a build when you're trying to do stuff like that. So now one thing I should probably do, and then I did it faster ways, is so if you want them to really be sure you're getting this done fast enough, just use the shears. It's so much more faster. Yeah, there we go. See? Gets rid of them way faster, and then you don't have to kind of wait for them to fall. But at the same time, you can also collect them if you want. Like I said, I could get into creative. I could just take out a few more if I want to, if I need to. Stuff like that. So we got a few more, actually. I didn't realize. Okay. Now, there is no time limit on where it's, like, kind of being spawned. But you do want to make sure your area is actually dirt-free, litter-free. Now, I don't really like cleaning up so much of this litter and stuff. I would just say find an area that is really kind of like flat and open, but make it level, because that makes a big difference as well. Actually, I should get up a little higher here. And just gonna finish this off. Just give me a few. And we'll actually watch this thing being set up, actually. And it will be fully furnished. Stuff like that, so that's good. There we go. And we're getting close. I think once we finish this tree, should be okay. Most of it will just be kind of like litter and stuff like that. It'll kind of like surround. There we go. And so yeah, there you go. It's like we're pretty close. I mean, if you really want to spend the time, kind of just like this, spending your time to make sure that, like it does have a good clean kind of area. So it looks like we're pretty clean. There, we'll just get rid of these ones. There. I don't think that tree is in our perfect. No, it's not. All right. So we're gonna. And we have a red. I feel sorry for a sheep. Now we're coming out, so you can see. Looks good. Nothing's really kind of disrupting it. I mean, there is like a few leftover blocks on the outside, so on and so forth. That's fine. So we're gonna actually set it up. So we go here. This is where the front door will be. Okay. We go place. Yes, continue to remove everything. There we go. So it removed anything that, unfortunately, we. What? No, he made it. All right. Good boy, sheepy. There we go. So the little bits that were kind of like I said stuck in there, it's just like that's why it's important to have it cleaned out. So it's in. It's got itself, got a nice little base, little perimeter here. So yeah, you got that. And beside that, we got our other one that is sitting right here. So there you go. You want that? You got yourself a bit of a nice little area, kind of quiet, kind of away from everything. And yeah, you got lots of areas that you could probably put some more stuff. But do understand that they are a very large build. I would prefer like if one of the agents kind of helped you out if you do happen to find something you like. Because it might interfere with like certain type of things. And then on top of that, like you could do whatever you want now, like with your build. Once it gets to this point, you just kind of like work with it, and you can like add on whatever. There are I do believe extensions, if I can remember that from what it does. So yeah, and I didn't try that one. I did find out about like needing like the space that you're gonna need for regards to how big some of these things can be, or just like I said, build your own. Like get creative with it. This is just like an idea. What we did actually on Rails. So if you want to come in, check it out. Go for it. Just head up to Discords and basically, yeah, if you want this, yeah, it's there. Anyways, that's it for the showcase today. I just wanted to kind of get in touch with you, kind of show you what's been going on, show you a little bit of a tour of some of the areas and stuff like that. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you all just have a great day. Cheers!